Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and race fans alike. Welcome to the Fat Cat Sports Network and your OysterBed Speedway Weekend Race Rewind for June 22nd, 2019. Starting with the beginners division at OysterBed Speedway, the Reliable Motors Bandolero division opening heat. Your points leader at the start of the day, Tanton Woolridge, opened up with another strong showing with a heat win. Following that, though, the 87 of Danny Chisholm took over. In the semi-race, he got the big win over Tanton and as well, too. Followed it up in the feature with a big win as well, too. Woolridge, another strong showing with that opening heat win and a pair of seconds as well to round out that category. Will Murphy in the 28 with 3 podium finishes of third. Drivers getting excited there in that Bandolero division to show off their skills this upcoming weekend. When the Maritime Pro Stock Tour comes into town, the Bandoleros are scheduled to race. Shifting gears now into the Chris's Bobcat Service Mini Stock Division, and after a weekend off, after defending champion Ricky Miller in the 17 car had to have a substitute driver, Mitchell Montgomery, last weekend step into the car after he injured his hand at work. Montgomery capped off his day with a big feature win for the defending champion. This weekend, though, Ricky Miller back in the car and shaking off the rust early on, opened up with a big heat win. After that, though, it was Jamie Runahan rhyming off a pair of wins after completing 14 wins last year in his sophomore season. He had a fantastic day at the track, and had it not been for an opening heat spin, well, he just might have had a chance to cap off a big triple on his day as well, too. That'll do well in his points race as he started the day in third, and nothing like a couple of wins to boost that points total. As for the points leader at the start of the day, Shane Bridges, he had a solid day as well, too, with a pair of seconds and a third place to complete 3 podium finishes for the 4-car of Shane Moving Bridges. On to the Provincial Credit Union Outlaw Division, and points leader Matt Watson in the 27. Well, wouldn't be a race card in the Outlaw Division without a win from the 27. He started his day with a big heat win. Moving on, though, Palmer Boys Racing having a very successful day. Cody Palmer in the 19, adding another win to his column. As well, too, Dad not to be outdone in the semi-race. Well, he picked off a big win in his own way as well, too, not to be outdone, young fella. Big day, though, for the 47 of Jordan Leclerc as he picked off his first ever Outlaw win after moving to the division this season. And you know what? He didn't stop there. When it came to the feature, he outran both of the Palmers to finish with the big feature win for his first and second ever wins in the Outlaw division, and we know there are going to be more to come for this talented driver. Palmer Boys, it was Cody Palmer in second and Kendall Palmer rounding out the top 3. Our Outlaw division getting very excited for this upcoming weekend as they'll also be on display with their 50-lap Super Series with the Maritime Pro Stock Tour. And in a very exciting division here for the very first season, our very own local Red Rock Harley-Davidson Toymaster Motorsports and Polaris Legends division. Drivers with one last chance to tune up before the Maritime League of Legends comes here next weekend. Many of these drivers expected to join that large lineup. And well, it was the number 12 of Sam Rogers. Well, he sandwiched a second place semi finish with a pair of wins. Yes, opened up his day with a heat win. Finished it off, capped it off with the checkers whenever the end of the day was said and done. He did a fantastic job as well, too. 6 straight races for this driver since he arrived at OysterBed Speedway. Not too bad. 3 wins and 6 straight podium finishes for Rogers. Another winner on the day in that semi was the 51 of Braden Langell. As it is for the PEI contingent, Kyle McEachran in the 14 equaled his best finish of the season and had his best outing as well too, with a second in his heat and a third place finish in the feature. Points leader Devin Gallant, and last year's Outlaw champion, he scored a third in his race as well too. So those drivers, I know they're going to be excited to be putting on a big show and joining the Maritime League of Legends next.
Final division that we will talk about is the Morwell Drilling Street Stock Division. During our preview show for the weekend, we talked about the 06 Alex Sheehan and how he needed to become more consistent if he wanted to be hitting that top of the leaderboard. He had a couple of wins already, but wanted some more consistent finishes. And hey, he finished consistent. Not only did he rack up one win, but count them 1, 2, 3 big wins on the day for the driving triple in the street stock division for Alex Sheehan.
There you have it. That is our race rewind from June 22nd. Looking forward to the big June 29th race, Maritime Pro Stock Tour. Parts for Trucks 150 will be in town. It will be very exciting. Joining them as well, the Maritime League of Legends. Locally, we are going to run our Bandoleros, and as well too, the Outlaw division going to run a 50-lap Super Series race. And let me tell you, buckle in for that one because it's going to be one heck of a ride. This is Jeremy McDonald reporting for FSN with OysterBed Speedway.